Welcome back to ADVarsitySports.com Game of the Week. I'm Bryan DeMain. We got a big one for you right here Friday night. It's going to be Wheatland High welcoming in Marysville. The two teams will square off right here at John Sohrakoff Jr. Field this Friday night at 7:30. Let's go down to the practice field and talk to the two coaches. All right, we're down here with Javier Lopez at Wheatland High. He's getting ready for the Marysville clash, I guess, this Friday. Coach, talk to me a little bit about your opening game of the season. You guys came out and you handled Oroville pretty well. Give me some breakdown on that one, if you will.
Oh, that Oroville game is kind of interesting for us. It being our first game, we really don't know what we got coming in. As the game progressed, it just seemed like the kids kept getting better. The positions that we had new players at just kept improving throughout the game. And like I said, we only gave up 14 points.
Talk to me about this Marysville team, some of their strengths and some of the things that you're gonna have to do to stop these guys.
Well, their strengths are pretty obvious. They got two very good running backs with Cole at fullback and Michael at tailback. Obviously Michael's third year of varsity. He's been in the trenches. He's been in the tough games. He played in that championship game a couple years ago. So he's got the experience. And then Cole, you're going to hear a lot about him. This year, the next 2 years, the kid's going to be a phenomenal football player for that school the next 2 years. So that's definitely our concern on our defensive side is stopping those two. Like I said, Oroville, kind of pounded on us a little bit, 3 to 4 yards a pop, but their running backs in my opinion, aren't as good as Cole and Barabin are. So if that line is able to open up some holes for them, it could cause trouble for us. So.
And then on defense, they always bring that. We were just talking about that tricky, that 5-3 defense. You never know, where these guys are coming from. How do you kind of approach that?
That defense is tough to figure out. On a 3-5, you got 5 linebackers, and typically you're used to seeing 2 to 3. And when you got 5 out there, and then at least 2 of them come in every play, at times it almost becomes a guessing game. It's okay, which 2 are coming? Let's try to guess which 2 are going to come this play. And sometimes you get lucky and call the right play, and 2 or 3 times in a row you don't get lucky, and then they stuff you at the line. So we've been working pretty hard this week on our blocking scheme, to where we're not moving too much. I know our offense is built around pulling guards and tackles and whatnot, but I think with this type of defense, the more still you can stay, the more solid you can stay, the more success you'll have.
All right, we're down here with Coach Cole Meyer, Marysville. Coach, you guys had a very good opening game of the 2010 year against Forest Hill. Kind of started off slow, but then the second half, you guys kind of made your run. Talk about that game a little bit and some of the things that you saw and you liked.
Yeah, it was good to get a win right off the bat. It's the first time we've done that. Obviously, first game you have a lot of mistakes, and we definitely had those, especially in the first half. The main positive is it was a win, and it really showed us that we did improve some from the scrimmage, but we still have a long way to go. And having that extra week really helped out, I think.
Where on the field exactly were you you had that position locked up, or maybe that part of the field, or part of the defense or offense locked up? You liked what you saw, and then maybe other kinks that you need to work out on.
Defensively, I think we're playing really well right now. They've really taken an aggressive attitude, trying to force turnovers. Just swarming to the ball. Offensively, it's still a work in progress. We've, really only got one senior starter on the offensive line, and that's a big jump in speed. So that's something that has improved from the scrimmage to now, but we saw against Forest Hill, we're going to have to get a lot better with the stretch we have coming up.
Now, and also they're going to have to protect two big guys this year, Mike Barbin and Cole Hannum. Talk about those two guys and what they've been able to do for you, in the offseason and up until now.
They've just been, Barbin's been a third-year starter on varsity, and Cole only being a sophomore, but he's a big, intimidating kid, so he jumped right in. Leadership, being there every night in the summer, working as hard as anyone else, if not harder. So, those guys, and they've really kind of bonded together, which makes it nice. James and Michael did 2 years ago, so it makes that chemistry better in the backfield and makes everything run better.
So you guys got Wheatland coming up this Friday. 2 years ago, this game had a lot of hype on it. Both you guys were up that year. Last year, you guys were a little bit down, so it didn't get that much run. But this year, to start off the season, both you guys started off real strong. What do you expect from them? What are some of the things that you're looking at, and how are you going to stop them?
I don't know if we can stop them. We're just going to try our best to contain them. Okay. The one thing I see with them is they've got speed everywhere. 4 running backs deep, fast. Millington can fly at quarterback. They got speedy wideouts. So, hopefully what we've been preaching as far as swarming to the ball and just really getting after on defense, we can contain them on that. And offensively just, kind of doing what we've done, do what we do, try to put the ball on the ground and gain some yards.